Hey guys, I owe you guys a major house update. But today I am in our master bathroom and I'm going to be showing you how to convert a wardrobe or a dresser into a vanity. So I found this beautiful dresser on, I think, Facebook Marketplace several years ago. And I painted it right away a gorgeous French blue. And within the last week, I painted it again. And I went with a creamy Sherwin-Williams into the Gloaming color. And it's just like the softest little grayish beige color. And then we topped it with some gold accents. So I wanted to give you a little walkthrough of how to change a dresser into a vanity. Let's go. So the reason you might consider changing a wardrobe into a vanity is just for the unique stature and design that some dressers have. So for me, I was looking for something that had a little bit more of a French curve to it. Of course, on an affordable budget too. So nothing that I was finding online kind of spoke to that nature and the mood that I was wanting. But I did find this dresser on Facebook Marketplace, and I can't remember what I paid for it, but I know it wasn't over, let's just say $200. So very affordable. Ideally, I wanted to put a quartz top on this wardrobe. But after with the size of the vanity and that kind of thing, we weren't finding any cheap remnants. So for the time being, we just epoxy enamel painted, I think with appliance paint, the top of this dresser. It's not perfect, but it will hold us over until we can find exactly what we're wanting. So that is a cheap way to kind of finish your top. Maybe think on the lines of a stronger enamel paint. But you can kind of see what the plumber did in here. He just ended up cutting a hole through this top for, of course, the drain. And then what we had to do, let's take a closer look. What we had to do was cut a hole so that this drain can go beyond and work properly. So what I'm going to be doing right now is, obviously we have two top drawers that need to go in yet. And I need to cut out the centers to make it functional. So there are two ways that you can go about putting in your top drawers. One, you can just take off the face of this drawer and nail it in so it's not functional at all. Or you can cut out like the piece that would go around the plumbing and keep half of it to use yet. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to be taking the jigsaw to it, and I'll break down that step here in a second. But I did want to get the most use out of this vanity. Obviously there is a lot of storage already the way it is, but I think utilizing this first half will be good too. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. I'm getting my measurement right now, and I measured from where my drawer will be going in, and I'm taking out a section that will go around the plumbing. So from 4 inches to 10 inches is where we will be cutting with the jigsaw. So I have 1 inch of room from this little gap here. And so I put that over, and then we have 4 to 10 inches, and I can make clearer lines. But this is roughly where I will be cutting the back and then into the drawer. So it'll run down, and I'll measure my depth of how far the plumbing comes out and then just cut over. So we'll have a big chunk that's missing. That way our plumbing could stay where it's at. Okay, so besides needing a new jigsaw blade, mine's getting pretty dull, I got it all cut out. So you can see we have a nice little spot for our plumbing to go. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. Kind of see, looks like we're gonna be golden. And there we go. So now I can, obviously this is the old French blue. It's pretty shadowy in here. But obviously this is the old French blue, so I gotta finish painting. Alright, so it's time to paint, and like I mentioned before, I had painted this wardrobe whenever we first got it. I had painted it in a chalk paint, and it was like a blue, like a French blue color. So I obviously changed it to the Sherwin-Williams into the Gloaming, and because I already had it painted, I already had it previously sanded down, and this chalk paint is a really rough finish. I never finished it out or sealed this French blue. So I'm just going to go right over it with my Valspar paint. Like I said, Sherwin-Williams into the Gloaming. I love this color because of its very light and grayish mushroom color. And so I'm going to get these all painted up, and then I can show you how I did all of this really pretty detailing with stain. So you can see on this drawer right in here, I had went ahead and put stain into these little grooves just to make it look antiqued and aged. And I did that with the Minuax dark walnut stain. And how I did it is I just put a little bit of stain on a brush, and then I went through and I went over those little grooves, wiping away the extra stain. What's nice about adding this little stain detail is, one, it pops all of those details, but two, if you get too much stain, you can just wipe away. Or if it's so bad that you really need to paint, you can just repaint over those areas. So you can see I have it all done here, just kind of subtly brings out those little details. And then here on the corner, I kind of took it a step further, and I used this Rub and Buff antique gold, like a gilded gold paint, and I went over some of those details here on the corner to kind of pop those very fine detailings. All right, there you have it. That is how you turn a wardrobe into a vanity. It's super simple. You just have to cut out your drawers and your slots for your plumbing, and then you can finish out your vanity however you want, which is the fun part. You will have a unique piece for your master bathroom. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process. Now that our vanity is painted, you could go ahead and get it sealed up, so that way the moisture and the wear and tear of opening those drawers doesn't have any effect or long-lasting effects. But I love how ours turned out. I love the curvature of this vanity slash wardrobe. It's just so unique, and it's perfect for our bathroom. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you learned something. Go get creative.